What if I told you that everything that you know how to do in your job right now can help you significantly in your business and not have to struggle? Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Loudwine, and I, over here in my little neck of YouTube, I help women transition from corporate life to entrepreneurship by teaching you how to launch and grow profitable businesses. So, in this video, I'm going to help you understand how to leverage your 9 to 5 skills to business triumph, meaning you already have what it takes to make your dream business come true. So, if before we continue, please like this video, share this video if you find this useful and someone else may find it beneficial. Number 3, don't forget to comment any key takeaway that you get from anything that I say in this video. And third, well, well, last thing, go ahead and subscribe to this channel and join the founders community, because if you start a business, that makes you a founder. And click the notification bell to make sure that you get notified every time that I drop a new video. So I have 5 things to go over on how you're going to leverage your 9 to 5 skills into your business, because it's the right thing to do. Why not? So you don't have to recreate the wheel. You don't have to recreate the wheel. I promise you, what you're already using at your job can help you significantly in your business. So, number one, the first tip I want to tell you to do is to identify your valuable skills that can translate into the business. So, I need you to make a list of all the skills that you are using right now at your job. If you are in sales, make sure you write that down. If your ability is to sell 20 people in a day, write it down. If it's your ability to master a sales script, write that down. If it's your ability to sell 100 people within 3 months, write that down. Because that skill set, you can transfer that to sell the same 100 people with your business. If you are into project management right now in your job, you can definitely do the same project management for your business. It is just the same thing. You just have a different industry if you are moving from industry to a different industry, or if you're moving laterally to do the same industry as your job, it's the same thing. So if you are great at networking, write that down. If you are great at public speaking, write that down. If you're great at um, creating presentation, write that down, because that skill set, you can also use the skill set that you know how to create presentation and start creating courses for your business. You can create a business where you educate people, whatever the topic is, and create courses with that because you're great at presentation. If you're someone who is great at software like Salesforce, you can teach people how to work Salesforce. That's a business, teaching others how to use software. If you're someone who's very hands-on at sales softwares like Salesforce or, well, CRM type of S well SAS. I'm having a brain fart. But regardless, if you're someone who's very knowledgeable on how to navigate sales softwares like Agent Cube, Salesforce, um, HubSpot, you can create a business on just teaching people or helping small business owners implement those same software, how to set up those same software. I know like those companies have a someone in-house that can go through the process step by step. Half of the time, that's an additional charge to teach someone or to help them set up their software. You can set up maybe for a cheaper price than the original company is charging them. That is something that you can do. And that can translate really well into your business. You don't have to make a brand new market gap or a brand new market trend. You can literally stay in the same market, just do what you do now for your business. It's really not hard, guys. Don't overcomplicate making a business. All right. So if you are in HR, you can literally provide HR services to small businesses and make decent money. One key thing that I know HR professionals can do, honestly, for small business owners, is to help them create a company handbook. That handbook can be so complicated for someone to come up with, but you had to adhere to that all the time and make sure the employees, the workforce that you're with, adhere to it. So if you can use that same knowledge and expertise into having guidelines and compliance with the employee handbook, start a business where you can teach the same thing to small business owners. You can have a workshop explaining how to create those processes in HR. Just HR processes. You don't have to like have a full-blown business teaching about all these different things in business. If you've been in the HR industry for years, start just doing that only. Find small things that you know like people cannot pay for fully to have a full-blown HR professional run their business. Actually, you may never know if they can afford it or not. Still pitch it, but have a low ticket product or service and then have a high ticket service. Your high ticket service will be, hey, I want you to take me on as your HR person for your entire company. Even if they only have 10 employees, you decide how many employees you're willing to oversee, right? So if your max is 10 employees per business, then that's who your target audience is. That's it. Some companies they fresh, they maybe they cannot afford a full blown HR company, but they can hire one person to manage 10 people. It doesn't have to be complicated. So your sales pitch needs to be around the realm of, I'm looking for business owners with less than 10 employees to help them with their HR processes. Simple as that. Now you can charge per person per month. So if it's 10 people, you charging $100 per person per month. So now you're making $1,000 per client per month. They paying you on a retainer. That's an example. I don't know how much can you charge as an HR professional, but let's say you have five clientele per let's say you charging, I don't know, $100 a week per person. Let's say you an accountant, right? You want to run somebody's payroll. This is still in link with HR. You want to run their payroll. You want to charge them $100 per person per week. So $100 times 10 people per week times four is $4,000 for just one client to run their payroll. And let's say you have five of those per month just to run their payroll, you're already at $20,000 without doing a lot of work. And it's only you. You can handle five companies. How long does it take to run payroll? I don't know, but you are an HR professional. Only you would know that. Only you would know how long it takes to run payroll for a sizable company of 10 people. I promise you, your current skills can help you significantly. So do the research and see, like, on average, how much they're willing to pay for a professional um, HR person, and then see how you can make that a retainer business where they can pay you every month for to run their HR processes and make sure, like, they have their employee handbook, they have their PTO leave time set up, and all the necessary things inside of human resources. So that is an option. This is an example I'm just giving out, but literally, your valuable skill set at your job can easily transition into your business without taking the business and making it a Fortune 500 business. It's literally, you are a solopreneur. To start off, you're a solopreneur. Everyone's a solopreneur. So put the amount of workload as a solopreneur is. Don't don't reinvent the wheel. Okay. Number two, you need to reframe your expertise to meet your entrepreneurial needs. In the previous video, I mentioned you need to save between 6 to 12 months worth of your main bills, which is mostly your lodging. That's the most important one, right? So if you're charging one company $1,000 a month, and you know a company that has 10 employees can definitely afford $1,000 a month. Okay. A company that has 10 employees can afford $1,000 a month. To you, it's beautiful. To them, it's not a big dent into their expenses. Okay. So $1,000 just to do basic things that you can do. If at your job you're in charge of running payroll for 500 employees in just one location, I'm pretty sure you can run payroll for just 10 people. Okay. Even if you charge on the low end $1,000 per business, if you have 10 of those per month, you're having a pretty decent month. And if it takes you, what, 5 hours to run payroll, that's one day. So I don't know, like, don't reinvent the wheel. And then on top of that too, like, if you know your goal is to make $3,000 on the low end, create your services around how to make $3,000 on a retainer basis, right? So if you have, let's say, like, your low ticket is, I'll create the handbook for you, right? um you create the handbook and someone pays you, I don't know, $300 to make it, right? You make it one time, they pay you $300. How many small businesses need a handbook? You'll find them. Once they get around and say, hey, I know someone who can make you a handbook, and the words start to spread, because as business grow, they find funding, they start hiring people, they're gonna need that handbook. It may not seem like a lot to you, but that is an important key document that they need in their business. So they're gonna come find you because you offering something that makes you different. You're not trying to charge them $100,000 just to hire a HR professional. Your one low ticket product is 300. So if you find 10 people to reserve you creating the handbook, here's the crazy thing, right? Most handbooks are about the same, because you have to follow some federal regulations when it comes to the rules that will be implemented in there. It's very few things that can be different per company, because every company has a different mission, every company has a different vision, and also they also have a different outlook how they want their employees to dress and behave. But most companies have about the same rules for behavior for employees. Like, you can't be late. If you late this amount of time, you get written up. Whatever, after this amount of times, you get fired. Like, you can have a standard of a particular um, bulk of the book, but some things vary per company. So that's that's an easy kill right there. Just one product makes your money. 10 people get it from you every month. That's $3,000. So if you know that like you only can work 8 hours per day or 3 hours per day, in those 3 hours, go to networking events every week. Go to one or two of them every week and just start telling them like, hey, in my business, I do HR services and I create employee handbooks and I charge $300 for the handbook. I can create it for you and set it up in your software. That way you can distribute it to each employee once they start in their orientation. I don't know. I just made that up, but it sounded nice, don't it? Right? A quick 10-second, 15-second pitch when you out here networking. That's what you say. Hey, I am an HR professional and I help small business owners set up their employee orientation process. And I also create employee handbooks per company, and I can help you if you need one. I charge $300 and let me know how I can help you. And here's my card. Was that so hard? It was that. It was that. Figure out like what are your entrepreneurial needs, how much money you need to make per month, and make your life easier. Okay. Number three is to use your past experience to build confidence. I promise you, what you know can make you confident. Like I spent 10 years being a sales broker in insurance. No one can tell me more about insurance than I can, unless they did a different type of insurance, right? So I know about life insurance, health insurance, dental insurance, mutual funds, annuities. I know all of those things, right? Like the back of my hand, like the back of my hand. Okay. Nothing You cannot tell me nothing about sales or nothing about insurance sales in general because I spent 10 years doing it. So I'm very confident. And when I say I know what I'm talking about when it comes to sales in general, because that's what I've been doing. Right. So if I know, like I know sales, like I know insurance in general, like I can speak about it all the time. So with the example of being an NHR professional, like I guarantee it. No one knows your industry like you know your industry. Your past experience makes you already knowledgeable. You are not a novice in this game. You've been doing this job. You've been in the industry. Even if you've only been in the industry for a year, I promise you, a brand new business owner doesn't know HR. They don't because that's not their field. If they've been like, for me, I don't know much about HR. Well, I do now because I will teach you how to set it up. But as a full blown HR professional who's been in, who went to college for it and have a extensive amount of years of experience in it, I can speak for them, right? I can only help you with the basics, how to set it up, your accounting, how to set up your HR and things like that. However, you need to hire someone. And only them can tell you exactly based on their credentials. Verify their credentials, of course, but your past experience will make you the expert that you are. You did not get paid for so long at your job if you were not good at it. They didn't fire you if you were terrible. Okay. If you've been at the job for at least 3 years, trust me, they want you there. Okay. They want you there. They could have fired you a long time ago if you were not great. I know someone who who consistently believe in their job. And I promise you, like, you have all the tools that you think you don't have in your industry. You can learn other industries, you can learn other steps in how to set up your business in other ways. But honestly, there's 12 industries, there's 12 parts of a business. There's, of course, leadership. You got to learn how to be a leader, branding, a corporation, operations, documentation, marketing, customer service, accounting, sales, technology, funding, human resources. All of those things account for different parts of the business. So if any of these sound like you are a part of the industry, let me know. There's a business for you in each different thing I just mentioned. Operations wise, if you've been a sales director or an operations director, easily you can create a process. You can create a course on how to teach people how to create a process for operations. Operational development can easily be something you teach. I promise you, it's really not that hard. It's really not that hard, but we'll figure this out, okay? I got you. I got you. I got you. All right. Even in customer service, like if you know how to run a call center, you can literally start a business helping other business owners run their call center, or at least teach them how to set up their call center. If you've been running, if you've been a director of a call center for years and you know how to um, keep up with the demand of course, upper management, and then also keeping up with different managers and their sales team, or their team in general in customer service, how to keep up with the metrics and things like that, how to run the software that each company use. If you are knowledgeable in that aspect, you can definitely teach a new company who want to open up their own call center. You can get paid to set up a call center. That can literally be your business. All you do is go around, set up people's call centers. At some point, I used to do taxes. I did a lot of businesses, okay? I used to do taxes, right? And with me being a tax preparer, I know so much about it that I was going around teaching how to do taxes. And I was getting paid to go around and teach in different locations to their sales rep how to sell, and also how to do their taxes, how to find customers, how to onboard their customers, and how to do their taxes, and also how to retain their customers following the ending of the tax season. That was my gig 1 year. That's all I was doing, getting paid to go teach how to run a tax office because I was knowledgeable. Like, I know how to do taxes like the back of my mind. Like, I know this. Like, there are ways to make money without creating a full corporation if you don't want to. That was my way of testing a business idea. It worked out for the time being. Did I want to continue? Probably not. But what I've realized in my testing phase of that idea is that I like teaching. And that's why we're here with this YouTube channel in my current business, because I find out that I like to teach. I like to teach. And that's why I'm here. Because in the spirit of me testing, someone called and said, "Hey, I need your help." I said, "What's up?" He was like, "Well, I have someone who's opening up a tax office in 3 locations." I said, "Well, that's nice. Congratulations. Who is that?" And it was a married couple. I said, "Ooh, yes, shout out to them." They were like, "Yeah." So they're opening one in Tampa, they're opening one in Melbourne, and another one in South Carolina. I said, "Oh, okay, that's cool." They're like, "Yeah, but they don't know much about taxes." I said, "They don't know anything, but they're opening it." You can be someone who opened a tax business who know nothing about it. And then you hire someone like me to come in and teach you how to run a tax office. And I get paid for the session. Then I go about my way. And then now they have a tax business for the last 4 years. They have opened multiple locations because of my class, and they were able to retain what I taught them. And now they have 4 locations. Well, 4 additional locations, like they're booming, right? So sometimes is to find, like, you have to test things out and find your passion, right? I ended up finding my passion is that I like to teach. So now that I'm doing what I like to do, I enjoy talking, I enjoy giving information because I like to make sure that someone else is empowered, right? So definitely keep that in mind when you are using your past experience to build your confidence. And number 4 is to adapt your skills to be more flexible and creative, right? So because you know your industry, you've built the confidence to know exactly what you're talking about because you've done it multiple times. You can actually use those skills to have more flexibility. You see how, like, I give the HR example where, like, you can go from being a full-time on the clock HR person to literally run a business where you can literally do it at a click of a button within hours. And now you have the rest of your day to gallivant. You literally can work 3 hours a day doing what I give you the example of. Even with mine, I can literally, as a coach for the tax office I was doing, that's just a season. It's from October to April. I can teach as many classes as I can and then stop working. And the classes can be once a week. And I was charging like $400 just for the class. I can literally make that in my, like, I I get reservation to go teach around how to open a tax office, how to run it, how to, how to do the taxes itself. I know about 4 different tax softwares. Like, I know this. So just me doing a 3 hour workshop, I get paid, I don't know, $400 per workshop. And that's like once a week. And I do like 4 of those a week well, per person, I mean, per company. So I do like 4 of them. So that's 4 days in a week. I only work for 3 hours. That's $1,600, where I work for 3 hours per day for 4 days. Let's say I book them back to back. That's $1,600. And then I have the rest of my day to gallivant. I have the rest of my day to go to brunch and just waste time away if I want to. I have no children, so I can do what I want. But what I'm saying is, it's the flexibility that I have because I would set it up that way. All right. So next up is using industry connections to gain business insight. So use your network. Okay. Use your network, or just go networking. Okay. Find other HR professionals just like you. Find other people just like you to network with. They can know someone who might need what you're offering. They may not want to leave their job because they probably like what they do. They like the security that they have. But if you're someone who wants more out of life, you are okay with relieving yourself of your security because you believe in yourself and you want to start your business. They can refer you of people that they know who started, but they cannot help them because their workload at their job is too much to take on side clients. So they will probably help you, honestly. So call people, use your industry connections, and tell them, hey, I'm thinking of venturing out on my own. Can you recommend me some people that can help with just this? can you help connect me with people that might need my services? And then next thing you know, like they're like, okay, cool, no problem. I'll see what I can do. Find people, find like people adjacent to your industry as well. Like they're not your competitor, but y'all are mirroring each other in the same realm, right? So if y'all in the finance industry, right? Like I did insurance, taxes is in finances, insurance adjuster is another it's just another field. And we also have car insurance. That's another field, which is commercial insurance. I didn't do that. However, if I call around and say, "Hey, do you know someone that might need me to come and teach about this?" And they were like, "Okay, cool. I might know someone who might open up a tax office soon, or might be opening up an office and they need coaching about social media, how to market themselves on social media." Cool. I will come in and do the workshop and be out my way. It's really that simple. It's really that simple. Don't overthink it. Okay. All right. So if you made it this far in this video, I want to say thank you so much. Don't forget to like this video, share this video to everyone. They might find this valuable. I'm sure they will, and I'm sure you are. And also comment below any key takeaway from anything that I said in this video that you will find useful. And lastly, click on the notification bell to make sure that you are notified whenever I post my next video. All right. Thanks so much. Have a great day.